Hey guys, Yellow Plague here. For this video I'll be doing a review of Bloody Knuckles Street Boxing. Bloody Knuckles Street Boxing is an indie boxing game developed by one person. It is currently in early access and is very bare bones, but there is a skeleton of a great boxing game. For a one-man job, this game is really impressive. The game contains mechanics that I've yet to see in any boxing game. For example, you can pivot, you can paw, you can change your guard style in real time, and you have total control of the elevation of your level changes. The first thing that stuck out to me about this game is the pivot mechanic. Pivoting is a really important tool in real life. You can use it to set up shots from different angles, you can use it to avoid strikes, and you can use it to exit an exchange after throwing your combination. Another feature that I've never seen in a boxing game before is the pawing mechanic. While holding down certain buttons, you can make your fighter paw his hand out. You can use this mechanic to gauge the distance or create traffic to make it harder for your opponent to hit you. I've heard that you can use it to frame as well, but I've yet to successfully do that myself. By pressing down on the D-pad, you can change your guard style. You can equip up to 2 guard styles at a time. There's the high guard, the peekaboo, the long guard, the cross guard, and the Philly shell. Another interesting feature that this game has is being able to fully control your level changes. In every boxing game that I've played, you can either hit high or hit low. This game allows you to hit in areas in between as well, depending on how hard you're holding the shoulder button. This feature allows for some interesting exchanges. For example, I can slightly lower my elevation to make it look like I'm going to jab the body, but I'm actually jabbing the face instead. In other boxing games, when you level change an attack, you're automatically going to aim towards the body. Bloody Knuckles allows you to still strike the head while level changing. While this is a really cool feature, it is not without its problems. The biggest problem I have with the game right now involves the total control level change system. When you're playing against a computer, the AI will go into this weird crouching stance for most of the match. It is extremely difficult to hit the computer because you have to match its level of elevation. If you're not holding the shoulder button with enough pressure to match the same elevation level, your punches will whiff, leaving you open to counters. Counters do much more damage than regular punches. The computer will abuse the level change system and constantly go into this weird crouching stance to make you miss your punches. There is currently no online mode, but I can see real players abusing this mechanic as well. Another issue I have with the game is that you can't lean and strike at the same time. You cannot dodge and strike at the same time. You can utilize head movement to dodge strikes and then throw punches from your default stance afterwards, but you can't do both at the same time. Besides the unique mechanics, Bloody Knuckles also features things seen in other boxing games, such as parrying, feinting and punch canceling, rope physics, an in-game referee, and training minigames. Of all the training games, the focus mid and the sparring mode are the best. The focus mid games allows you to hit the mids while the computer gives instructions, or you can be the feeder for the computer, or you can have a second player be the feeder and give instructions. The sparring mode allows you to control the AI attack pattern, allowing you to practice defending against whatever punch you want. This feature is something you'd normally see in a traditional fighting game like Street Fighter or Tekken. I've never seen this feature in a boxing game before. For regular game modes, there's a default simulation mode which is closer to a sanctioned boxing match with an in-game referee. Arcade mode, which gives the characters more stamina and where the fight ends after one knockdown. 3-way and 4-way fights, plus team battle. Because the game is still in early access, there's a lack of content. There's no career mode, and there's only one character model in the game. You can customize it by changing the color of the gear and fighting styles, but that's it. The game had a rough launch with an asking price of $35. It has since dropped to $15. I think it's worth getting around $10 or so. There aren't that many boxing games, and the more competition the better.